Artonic Quartet. Everyone in this quartet are all members of the San Diego Symphony, and they play incredible music throughout town. They it's just such an inspiration to have such a top-notch group performing in this community, and for them to share their Wednesday helping everyone here at camp is something I'm extremely grateful for. And so thank you very much to all of you for being here. Can we just start by giving them a quick round of applause? Can I just quickly say?
I think we can introduce ourselves.
You can introduce yourself.
Okay.
Very good.
My name is Julia Pouts. I have been a member of San Diego Symphony now for 15 years. Yes, it's very exciting. And this quartet has been playing together in different configurations since 2021. And I am happy to introduce my friend Jing.
Hi. My name's Jing Bokat. I've been with the Sydney Symphony for almost 19 years.
Longer than you?
Huh? Almost
Longer
19
than
years.
Julia. Wow.
Yes. Yes. Is that good?
Yes, who are you going to introduce next?
Oh, how about this gentleman sitting right across from me?
Hi, my name is Jason, and I play the viola. And I've been playing with the symphony since 2014, a little over 10 years. And this is my brother. Why are you laughing? Shen.
Hi, my name is Chen. I play the cello. Thank you. I've been in symphony for a little bit over 10 years as well.
Did you guys join at the same time?
Very similar time. Same year, yeah.
I have a question. In order to become a performing professional musician that plays in a major American orchestra, many of us spend a really long time in college. So I got 3 college degrees in order to learn the skill set that I needed to win an audition. How many college degrees did you get?
I did 2.
2. Okay, so we're at 5 total. Jing, how many college degrees did you get? 3. 3 or 4?
Something like that. Yeah.
She can't even count. At least a minimum, so 3 point.
Or it just took me a long time. By the time I finished, I was 40. No, I'm joking.
Okay, so like 8.5. So like 8 or 8.5 degrees. Shen, how many college degrees did you get? 2.
Only 2.
10. Okay, so we're like 10. We're like at 10. This is what 10 college degrees performing together looks like. It's pretty amazing. I wanted to tell you what our name means because it's a portmanteau, which means 2 words that we put together. Jane came up with this name. The first part of the name is art, which is very easy. The second part of the name is tonic. Who can tell me what that means? It means a whole bunch of different things. Rena, what is tonic?
How I know it is the top and bottom notes of a scale, or what it's called.
Yes, the important. So tonic are the important notes. Does anybody else have anything to add to that? Yes, please. The root of the chord. Awesome.
Something I mix with a drink.
Yes. Something you mix with something bubbly.
Something fun.
Anybody else? Tonic. Do we know what it means? Yes, the first scale is the most important. It's something else. A tonic is also something that is like a vitamin or like an elixir or like something you take if you're sick. The doctor gives you a tonic and you get better. So art tonic means a whole bunch of different things. Before we start, our goal here is I wanted to give you guys an outline what we're going to do. So we're going to perform 2 movements. But before that, we wanted to walk you through how we rehearse. Because you all have an opportunity every day here at camp to be doing rehearsals. But sometimes it seems like it's hard to figure out what to do to improve, right? So we were going to walk through rehearsal technique. And then we also were wondering if we just wanted to have a question and answer session.
Or if you guys have questions during, just feel
Yeah,
free.
so here we go.
Yeah. Ask questions.
All right, so these are the 3 things that we're going to do during our hour. But first we have to tune. Okay,
So you see how important tuning is.
so who can tell me, so sometimes it's just helpful to like define what you just heard. So who can define the steps that we took to tune? Yes, friend.
One person gave everybody else their A, and they used that to tune methods.
Right. Raise your hand if you know why we used the cello. Yes. So it's easier for us to tune around his A. And it's also, as the biggest string, it's going to be the most stable note that we have as a group. Awesome. Fantastic. And then what else did we do? Did we all play at once?
No.
No. You want to, what else did you notice?
Well, I just noticed basically what you just said. It wasn't like how an orchestra tunes, where it's kind of like a free for all. It was like one
Yeah,
by one.
exactly. But we did something else really important that most students don't know how to do. Can we tune again? Now here's the important moment. What did you notice? What did Shen do?
He stopped when he was done tuning A.
Yes. Why do you do that, Shen?
So I don't disturb.
So that he can hear to tune. So next time you're with your group, once the person gets the A, you can stop playing. These are things that maybe somebody's told you or maybe you haven't told you. Okay, we're gonna move into our rehearsal strategy portion of our conversation. So I'm gonna ask one of my colleagues to read off what the first topic is so I can write it down. Oh. Oh, yes, great. Would you like to talk about it? Okay. Today we are going to play 2 contrasting movements of Mendelssohn's Second String Quartet. Mendelssohn was 18 when he wrote this piece. Is anybody here 16, 17, or 18? Can you imagine writing like a string quartet that becomes a masterpiece like in the next year or 2? It's really hard, so hard. So Mendelssohn was a really young man. He was still a teenager when he wrote this. He wrote this based on a quotation from a song that is a love song. So some of you have already experienced being in love as a teenager, which is how Mendelssohn felt when he wrote this song. Can you even imagine? I know, it really intense. Sometimes feeling like very uncertain, maybe feeling like you've never had this feeling before, so it's very new. The song that it's based on is called Is It So? Which is like, is it true? Is it true?
Is it true? And he kept asking, is it true? And you will hear that throughout the movement. But we're rehearsing the second movement. We're playing
Right.
second.
But the second movement, it's quoted throughout all 4 movements. It comes back like this ghostly reminder, comes back through all the movements. So the first rehearsal technique that we wanted to show you guys was taking it's called shaping The recurring motif. Oh my gosh, those are lots of big words. Can anyone define motif for me? Shuhan, do you know what motif means? Oh, did I use the wrong? Oh, I'm so sorry. Friend, can you tell us what the? Yes. Okay, so we're talking about shaping a repeated idea. Can you guys think about a repeated idea that's happening in your music this week? As we start rehearsing this, you might come up with ideas how you can rehearse your repeated motif. And I'm going to ask you after this little segment if you have any ideas. Okay. Yes, so it happens a bunch of different times. The first time, in the second movement,
right?
the motive.
Here's
Yeah.
the motive.
We're going to play through to A. I think we should play how it comes back at the end. So that was the first motif, and we're going to play how it repeats itself at the end of the movement, and then we'll talk about how we want to shape it every time.
Then pay attention. This time is actually slightly different, although it's very similar in piece and motive.
Yeah, so tempo 1, and we're going to stop before it goes into the different part, right? Okay, and then, yeah, sure.
Anyone notice the difference between this second time and the first time? Anyone? Do you hear any difference, or maybe we were not doing that enough? Yes, please.
The first time seems like this one all out, I guess, and then this time a little bit more straight.
Feels more. Yeah, exactly. I play exactly same notes. 90% notes are the same, but it's different color, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Yes, dynamics are quieter and feels more intimate. So I'm making a difference not only bowing, but fingerings to bring out the color.
Why don't we walk through that and use a looped rehearsal technique to change one thing at a time so that we can really tell what we want to do as a group and make really good choices. Where would we like to start? So the part that we discussed was doing like a pick up into 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's play it like we were rehearsing to discuss our phrasing here. Second one. Going into 9. Measure 9. I don't know what we're listening for. What are we listening for, Jing? Okay, so we're listening for what's changing. So first I think we're just gonna try to play it like we've always played it. And just so you all know, it's piano until the very end of this passage. So we're gonna be concentrating on saying piano. To experiment. Shorter, longer.
Maybe we'll play them a little shorter, see what they sound like.
Okay.
Talking about once it stops, right?
Yeah.
Same passage.
Do we like that more than the last way or less than the last way? Alec, what do you think? Yes. Do we like this? You like this more than the first way? The shorter notes. So more articulation. All right. Could we experiment now with playing this with no vibrato for the first until the printed crescendo?
And why do we do that?
Why would we do that? Thoughts?
Why?
Ashton. Oh, it does make the notes more clear. Yes. Yes, it brings emphasis to the notes that have vibrato. Anything about color?
Color, yes. Because you add color with vibrato, you also add color without vibrato, and most importantly, that's my group. Intonation. So when you practice intonation, but in
a different passage.
In this case, we're doing it for color. Yeah.
Color. Okay, so now we're experiencing. So we're playing. We are staying piano. We are playing the dotted notes shorter, and we are playing without vibrato until the printed crescendo. So every time we go again, we're changing a different thing. Let's go.
How would you describe that color of non-vibrato? Anyone? Let's play once with vibrato.
Okay.
different, no? Yes?
I think with the vibrato, it's like easier to hear the notes.
Oh, hear the pitch, I guess.
Oh, you
right?
can hear the, oh, that's
She
so
said you
right
can
now.
hear the
You can
pitch
totally hear the
better
pitch.
without-
Now, our cellist, Sien, has a very strong opinions about vibrato. So right now, I know that he is going to have an opinion about this. Would you like to
vibrato
share?
without-
Would you like to share your opinion here?
I like to vibrate every note, except for very special moment.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe
What
this
are
is.
the special
Yeah, what are
moments
those
then?
special moments?
Well, it depends.
Well, this is part of the rehearsal. You
However,
discuss, right? Discuss.
We're right now talking about vibrato on and off,
Yeah.
but there's
Right.
many other options between. So maybe can we try once with a very warm vibrato to start,
Oh, yeah.
and then the second time maybe a very intense but focused fast vibrato.
The same
Okay.
passage.
Yeah.
So now we are talking about two different kinds of vibrato, right? So warm, and then we're moving to a faster, more intense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that.
So hang on. So two different kind of vibrato, warmer and the faster. What does that mean? What does it mean in action? So your slower, wider vibrato, right? More meat in your fingertips, and the more intense, narrower. Yeah. Okay. Let's
But
see.
we're trying to make these decisions as a group, so
Yeah.
we don't have one person playing with a very warm,
Right.
wide vibrato, and the other person very focused. That's the kind of be very similar.
We're exploring the options.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
Wow.
I have something else to add.
Yes.
What if we actually vibrato every note and we don't leave out any notes?
No. That's what I did.
Kind of. I felt like perhaps I wonder maybe if there were some notes that still got left out. Group 2, did you notice how I just used the magic word wonder? Yes. Sometimes it's very easy for our finger fours to get left out. Next topic.
We didn't do the more focused one.
Oh, we can do that in a different
Sure.
place maybe.
You know what? I think we should continue to talk about special moments. I would love to go forward to in the last movement before F. 2, 7, 8. So maybe we start at 2, 7, 6, which is 6 before F. Yes. Now this is actually a spot that our group has been wondering, what are we going to do with the timing? What are we going to do with the vibrato? So maybe could we experiment? I would love for us to talk about this as the transition. Transitions are something that as a group you should spend a lot of time practicing transitions. So this time, I'm wondering what we want to, do we want to play it our regular way? What would we like to put our thinking on?
Maybe just straight.
Straight.
So I wonder if we should actually go with maybe like
Before.
yeah. 272.
Counting before F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 before F.
Your eighth quarter note, second part.
The first part.
So we're doing straight tempos, right?
First part.
I think I miscounted. So 12 before F.
Yeah, the first part is
Okay, yes, so we're vibratoing every note and we're keeping it in tempo, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know where
We
we are.
start the same place. Sorry.
Okay, how many bars before F were you? This is real life, people. This is actually how we rehearse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
12 before.
10. Sounds great.
what part is that?
9, 10, 12. No, 2. 2, 7, 2.
2, 7, 2.
Let's do 12. That's
12 before, which would be 270.
really hard. 12 12 clef, so
270. Okay. Got it.
by half note.
Okay.
Okay. Vibrato in every note, keeping the tempo. Okay. I still don't know where we're starting.
That's fine, but this, we played every note with vibrato.
Yes.
We didn't change our tempo much, pretty, right?
Yes.
That's straightforward. You want to
Yes.
explore, maybe we stretch the music, push and pull a little, and add some color by using different type of vibrato. Same passage. La, sol, mi, la. Sure.
Are we starting same pace?
You're
Yeah, 12 before F. That's 270.
Okay. So we're still, okay, yeah. Tempo. Well, let's try that again. I'm wondering if 2 before F, we could take time at the magic moment when the chord changes. Same place?
The
Should we
magic
take
chord.
time and do something about vibrato?
Yes, can we try that? None, is that okay?
So we're gonna take time, and we're also gonna try non-vibrato or very little vibrato. In our music, marks as pianissimo, right? But then we're gonna, it's a texture, so not just volume, texture, color. Let's see. We like that version? I do.
We liked it, okay.
Next spot.
Yeah, I think we have so we're at 1:07. We're supposed to be done at 1:30. Our music is 15 minutes long. We have about 5 more minutes to talk about
And
this.
question Q&A.
And
Yeah.
have Q&A. So something else we wanted to talk about was so we talked about rehearsing transitions. We talked about, let's see, leader and follower awareness. Okay, group 2. Who can explain my eagle to our whole crowd? Would any of my group 2 feel comfortable doing that? Okay, Charlotte M., could you explain the eagle?
So the eagle, basically you put it on somebody's music who's stand, and basically when you spell, everybody has to look at that person and know that they're cueing, and they're the one to look at when you end and you're starting.
It's a little tiny stuffed eagle. Puppet. So cute.
Jamer's the turtle, that one's so cute
I know. I didn't bring Turtle with me today. Okay, so let's imagine that we have my eagle, and I would love to, we were talking about, is this bar 9 in the 4th movement? Was our chosen excerpt for this? Yeah. Okay.
Downbeat.
Okay, so who has the eagle? Who has the eagle right now?
Nobody has it.
Who has the eagle? Who is our leader? We're going to be aware of the leader. Would you like to be our leader first?
I worked with my group 6 on this. Give very clear cue, right? Yeah. The cue should be part of what you're playing. It needs to be clear, efficient, doesn't have to be big, right? It's like a type of communication. Efficient.
All right. How could you let me have the eagle?
No. Fine, just for this time.
Okay, let's pick another spot where.
I guess our point is it can be different person in the group, but again, it's how you communicate, right? You need to make sure that we're listening and we're breathing together. Right? You don't follow, you actually play together.
I would love to practice spreading the love of the eagle starting at A, which is 51. And playing all the way to like 65 or 68 or whatever that is. So would you like to have the eagle?
From 56.
From 52? Is that an option?
Sure.
Okay. Yes, let's play it again. I need you to determine who should have the eagle. It happens twice, same thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
The first violinist always wants to be the eagle.
I'm playing the wrong note. Ah, got it.
Lost eagle.
Lost eagle. Endangered species.
Was very clear.
It was very clear. New answer. Yes. Cello. Do you play cello? No. Okay. So we have to pass the eagle off, right? And it happened. Yeah. And then when we gave him the lead, did you notice how our energy changed? And we kept up with him, and then the tempo didn't get draggy at all. It stayed really exciting. Okay.
Are you ready to hear the whole thing? Second.
Take off my jacket. It's hot. That's true. All right, so this is movements 2 and 4 of Mendelssohn's A minor string quartet, written when he was 18. The movement 2 is called Adagio non lento, which is like a calm tempo but not too slow. And movement 4 is a Presto and involves a lot of violin cadenza work.
Violin.
Violin cadenza.
Violent. Also violent.
Also that.
artistry and for kind of giving us an inside peek into like, it's like looking at somebody's dirty socks, right? They showed us exactly how they achieve this stuff, and what a rare opportunity to see true artists, Artonic, part of your name, right? Working together to come up with such a thing of beauty and demonstrating what it's like to play at such a high level of artistry as one entity. And it was absolutely sublime to watch you perform, and thank you so much for inspiring us and for all your sharing today. We are really appreciative.
Do we have time for any questions?
There's only a couple parents waiting out there, so if you have like 5 minutes and you guys have some burning questions, fire away. Ashton.
I'll look at everyone. Me too. I was 9.
Violas.
So you started with viola? Nice. I've got you beat, Jason. I was like 11.
Yeah. Me? We still.
6. Anybody else?
So I can only ask some other parents. Like, how much time do you think you split between like I know you guys have about transition work, there's like complete chunk. Like I don't know how big that chunk is. So, like if you could break down like that with like phrasing expression. I think you guys all have now after elementary school. But also like performance, like how often do you guys run through and like perform, practice? Like what do you have time for?
Time. A lot of time. Hours.
How about
hours
hours?
and hours, right?
Yeah, and I
So
think.
I guess her question was the percentage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so let's say this is a piece that we already know and we've already performed, because that's when things get good, is we learn it and then we perform it multiple times within a year. We might then bring it back for a different program. So let's say this is a review piece, right? So Jane, what would you say?
Sure. Yeah.
So how much would the transition work be? Like,
Half the pot.
what do you think?
Yeah.
Well, also what I was gonna, it's a really good question. What I was gonna say is, similar to your own individual practicing, anytime we are working on a piece, every situation is different. So we have to make decisions in real time what actually needs our attention. So just like you don't need to start your concerto you're working on at the beginning every single time, because maybe that's fine and you have to work on page 4 or 5. We have to be pretty quick at understanding what needs our time, because we don't often have a lot of time. So there's not really an exact formula, unfortunately. It's really trying to get better at quickly making good decisions on what needs our attention. And it's going to be different for every piece, different for who you're playing with, different for how good the individual.
How about we talk about,
preparation
so this morning we had a quick 30-minute rehearsal just to polish up before we came. So I would say we spent at least 25% of that time on the transitions. And then we spent half of our remaining time on that really slow opening section, because that's like feeling the internal beat. So I would say internal beat. And then my colleagues probably have answers for what we did the rest of the time.
Well, also, a lot of times, especially if you don't have a lot of time, just playing through is really important,
Yeah.
because you're going to have to do that, you know.
The bottom line is we all come in prepared. So practice individually, make sure you get your part covered, then we can build on top of that, right?
And but you know how it fits, right?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I love that question. Elle, did you have a question? No.
Good. No more questions.
Yes. Olivia, right?
How long do you practice like together?
How long? Each session? A couple hours.
Yeah. So our orchestra's rehearsal is 2.5 hours. So we're really like trained to find that to be like a comfortable period of time before, and we might take a short break in the middle.
But we also get a lot done
Correct.
during those 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We are trying to be very efficient because
But
we
there-
practice at home.
But there's never enough rehearsal.
That's true. There's never
There's
enough
never enough
rehearsal.
Any other questions?
I guess like how often do you do this 2.5 hour long session?
Oh, 2, 3?
I would say like we work
Depends
really
on what
like
the piece,
when
right?
when we have like a a new program, before we prepare it the first time, we might like to have 3 or 4 rehearsals at minimum before a new program or a new piece. And then if we were lucky enough to have more time, that would be amazing, but there's almost never more time than that. So
Because you're high class violinists and cellists.
plus that, yeah. Last question.
Is there a reason for your seating arrangement?
Oh.
And like, what is the thought process behind this one?
This is pretty traditional, right? I mean, I think the most common other option would be viola and cello switched.
Yeah, but there's also violin on the end.
Not,
So we have
not really.
we have done that. We have done that in typical seating.
That's true.
Sometimes we do that if we're playing with a violist that has a smaller sound than I do. Then
Yeah, that or yes, that
Yeah.
and it depends on piece. I feel like depends
Right.
on the piece.
Yeah,
If we
so
have a
some-
lot of duet stuff, we want to be close together. And if I have, I've had the viola sitting here, usually across.
I think it really depends on like the piece,
Yeah.
but also like the specifics of the instruments that are brought to the
But
table.
this is pretty
This would be very standard.
standard, yeah, this setting. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
all
having
so
us.
much. Thank you.
If you are a violist in the viola ensemble, please meet me in room 3. If you're